good morning. As you can see, it's dark. It's about 5:45 and the sun doesn't come up until about 6:45, 7 o'clock. So I wasn't going to wait around for an hour to do the drone footage of the opal fields, which I was planning to do, because you know, basically want to get back on the road and keep going this way. So yeah, a bit unfortunate. So anyway, I'll probably get a chance sometime in the future to do that, but yeah, a bit of an eye-opener last night, that's for sure. And it's amazing what you see when people don't know you're watching, because I was sitting up there on my balcony in the hotel room just watching the goings-on as in the main street there, and you know, it's no surprises that people drink and drive and do whatever the hell they want out here, because the only two cops in town certainly have their hands full with all the shenanigans going on in there. So yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to judge or anything. I mean, Kalgoorlie's a rough as hell mining town, you know, the people live here are pretty tough. So, you know, and to be honest, you probably see the same things in every big city on a Friday or Saturday night, or any night really. So, you know, I'm not trying to make a judgment or anything, but it's pretty sad to see though. I mean, all the yelling and screaming and, you know, people fighting and falling down drunk and all that kind of stuff. It's, you know, it's not good. You know, but what shits me the most though is that the bloody politicians and the greenies in particular love to point the finger of blame at us, you know, in the past and all that kind of stuff, rather than dealing with the the problems of the present. So yeah, anyway, a bit of an eye-opener for someone like me who comes from, you know, the big city, or Melbourne in particular, but you know, we don't get to see this kind of stuff. Oh, like I said, any nightclub strip on a Friday or Saturday, you'll probably see the same thing. So it's not just you know, unique to one section of the community, but yeah. So it's a bit of an eye-opener, and yeah. So unfortunately, didn't get the drone footage, but yeah. Anyway, I'm sure I'll get something else today. So I'm heading to Marla, and then from Marla to Lambert Centre, which is the geographical centre of Australia. Then it's time to do a U-turn and start heading south. I can't afford any petrol to go any further, diesel to go any further this way. It's costing me $200 a day as it is. So yeah, righto, another day, another day's adventure. So we'll see what happens today. Okay, well, I just thought of something. I'm going by the time that's in the car and what's on my phone and stuff. I'm just wondering, is there a time difference between Melbourne and South Australia, or Melbourne and the Northern Territory? Maybe the sun does come up at 6 o'clock, but I'm saying it's 7 o'clock. I got no idea. Didn't even think about it. Well, we all live in one country, but I forgot there's like 4 or 5 different time zones. So, maybe I stuffed up. Oh well, I'll have to Google it when I get to another town. Oh, whoops. Alright, so that's the first car I've seen all morning. What have I done? About 110 kilometres so far. So yeah, first car I've seen. So maybe there is a time difference. Maybe people don't get out of bed until 6 o'clock. I don't know. I think I stuffed up somewhere. Either that or they're all probably hungover, too drunk to drive early in the morning or something. But yeah, it's alright. Just an observation. So this little guy's been with me since yesterday, I think around William Creek. I'm pretty sure he's the same one, because he's the only one that refuses to get out. I hope he knows where his family is, because he's a long way from home. Oh man, can't get rid of it. Righto, so I finally made it here to the Northern Territory border. So it's the first time I've ever been to the Territory. Well, technically I haven't got there yet because I haven't walked past the sign, but I'm nearly there. So yeah, it's been good up to this point. So now that just leaves West Australia. It's the only place I haven't been. So yeah, and drove all this way and I haven't seen a road train yet. So that's like, you know, one of the biggest tourist attractions. So all you truckies out there, you know, where the bloody hell are you? Hopefully I'll see you in the NT. See what I did there? And I haven't seen a dingo either, but I'm pretty sure I will. Alright, time to hit the road, Jack. You beauty, Northern Territory. Woohoo! Less than 5 minutes into the territory and I've already seen my first road train. Hey! I can tick that one off the list now too. Now for a dingo. Look how green this is. And I'll tell you what, 130km/h speed limit, man, you can taste the freedom. I might have to move up here. It's a lot better than where I come from. No speed cameras, nothing. It's awesome. Righto, that was exciting. So this is the road to Finke. I think I'm going to Finke. Didn't really think about it too much. Oh, funny. Yep, so 145km this time, but I'm actually stopping on the way at a place called Lambert Central, which is the geographic centre of Australia. So yeah, just got to get there first. Pretty lonely out here, that's for sure. Alright. Just to let you know that this is actually a pretty good road. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's pretty flat, pretty sandy, hardly any corrugations, so it's a bit of a pleasure to drive on, to be honest. I wasn't sure how rough it was going to be, I had no idea, to be honest. So yeah, it's pretty good. So if you ever want to come up here to Lambert Central, yeah, don't worry about the road, any two-wheel drive could get up here. So yeah, pretty good so far. Wouldn't thought too soon. But yeah, no potholes either, so whether it's just being freshly graded or something, I don't know, but it's pretty good. Yeah, so anyway, keep on going. Well, have a look at that. They got these pansy anthems out here too. They're a bit similar to the pansy anthems we get up in the high country. Pinkus fancy panthers. I think these are called littlest Pinkus fancy panthers. I think that's the Latin name, don't quote me on it, but you know, I'm no biologist. Yeah, now that. Oh, this is pansy names from Central. Oh, this gets a bit dodgy. Okay, woohoo! I'm here, Lambert's centre of Australia. So I'm dead centre in the middle of Australia. So it's pretty amazing to think that whichever direction I go from here, it's exactly the same distance to the coast. So, you know, useless information like that blows my little mind for some reason, but it's pretty cool. But I'll tell you what, when you come to a place this remote and you're on your own, like completely on your own, and you know, I don't know what the track condition was like, nothing. So it's, yeah, I'm sort of asking myself, what the hell are you doing? You know, really starting to question my judgment. So I'm just going to take a few quick photos and get back to the main road. I'll definitely feel a lot better once I get back there. So, tell you what, the tracks in here, it's pretty easy. Very sandy in some spots, but it just breaks off into every different direction because people go around washouts, and so sometimes you're sort of going, hang on, which one am I supposed to be on? So yeah, they all joined back up again though, so that's all right. But yeah, so I'm finally here. How about it? All right, gonna go have some flies for lunch, and I'm gonna get out of here. So woohoo, another one off the list. I'm doing pretty good. Righto, all right. Righto, so I'm back to civilization of sorts. Tell you what, it's a relief to get out of there. It's currently 38 degrees and it's hot, and yeah, being on your own in a place like that, yeah, I mean, it's alright, but you start to really question your judgment. You're thinking, hang on, should I be doing this? And thankfully it turned out alright this time, so now I just got to get to Finke. Right, next place on the map. Okay, so this is the charming little town of Finke. I don't think I'm allowed in there because of all of these corona restrictions. It's an exclusion zone, so alright, I'm not going to be going there. But yeah, pretty interesting little place. I think the Finke river here is actually the oldest river system in the world. I remember reading that somewhere, so that's an interesting fact for you. And of course now it's famous for the Finke Desert Race, which is, you know, where a whole bunch of grown men, you know, with beards and wearing leather pants go screaming across the desert in dirt bikes and dirt buggies and that kind of stuff. And probably a few women too, but I don't know, they might have beards as well. Those sort of car chicks are usually a bit rough. So yeah, interesting fact. You know, just, if you ever go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, there you go. You just learned something today. Righto, I'm going to turn around and go somewhere else. This will be fun. Right. Oh my god, I just shit myself. I thought this was the locked gate because there's whatever that thing is over there. I thought it was going to be locked, but there's no lock on it, thank god. There's a sign thing there, but it's got nothing written on it. Oh no. Rightio, so this is the road to Mount Dare. I was kind of hoping to get to Calvert Springs tonight, but it's about 3 o'clock now, and that's a long way from here on the Unadilla track. So I don't want to push it hard to try to get there, so I'm going to go to Dalhousie Springs instead. I think I might stay out there. That's still 187 kilometres from where I am now. But yeah, this is another one of those what the hell am I doing moments. This road's a pretty lonely road. There's obviously tyre tracks on it, so people use it, but how often, I don't know, like every day or once a week. I've got no idea. So slow and steady she goes, and hopefully I get there in one piece. It's sort of way out there. And of course I can't film anything except for on my GoPro. So, oh man, anyway, yeah, just get to Mount Hope and then Dalhousie and yeah, start again, I suppose. Alright. I absolutely hate corrugations. Oh my god. 40 kilometers. Kilometers of this is going to take about 3 hours. Oh my goodness. Oh god. So my bull bar doesn't fall off now. Okay, so I have to say it, but this is the most unenjoyable road I've ever been on in my life. The GPS has not moved for about an hour. I'm only halfway there. This is just, I can't go any more than 40 k's an hour. Because as soon as you get up a little bit of speed, there's a washout or something, and you don't want to hit that at any kind of speed because it's going to break something. Oh, I'm really not enjoying this at all. I just want to get there, and oh god, I just want to get off this road. This is painful. Oh god, I'm going to put this one on the list never to do again. That is for sure. And it's not even rough. Like, it's not, you know, like the high country rough, but it's just, you just can't get anywhere, because as soon as you get a tiny bit of the speed, there's a massive washout or a hole or something. Like, oh man, it's shocking. Like those things down there, I don't know if you can see them, they go across the road. You can't see them. You just sort of, oh shit, there's one, and you got to hit the anchors. I'm only doing, what am I doing, 49 at the moment. So that's not fast. Oh my god. Here's one. That's on the side, but when they go across the road, you don't want to hit them. Oh god, I just want to get off this road. Oh my god. Here we go again. Oh. And I've got my tyre pressures down pretty low, so you know, that's riding the bumps. Oh, I just want to get off this road. Don't ever do this road, man. Don't do it, because it's painful. I don't even know if this is the road or not. This is the worst experience of my life. I'm saying it right now. I'm absolutely fucking hating this. Why did I do this for? Would have been quicker to drive back to Coober, Pedy. Fuck! Okay, this is great. What started off as a really hell of a journey just got a lot worse. I just got there to Mount Dare, and I wanted to go through to Dalhousie Springs and from there down to Oodnadatta. And the bloke that owns the pub there told me that you can get to Dalhousie Springs, but the road after that's completely stuffed. He said you can try it, but you'll get stuck. I guarantee you'll get stuck. He said it's terrible at the moment. So there's another one I should have googled before I left, but when you're on the road you don't have reception most of the time, so I just figured the road would be similar to what the Finke road was, because that was pretty easy. And of course he told me, he said, oh yeah, they just graded that last week, so it's in great condition. And I'm like, oh god, I thought all the roads were like that, but they're not. So now I have to go back through this monstrosity that I just came through. So I have no idea where I'm going to end up tonight. It's now 4:30 and I'm going to have to camp on the side of the road somewhere, I think, because I won't be going all the way. I have to go back to where I started this morning, so it's taken me nearly 12 hours to get here. Well, I left at what, 6, I was up at 5:30, so yeah, great. So anyway, at least I get to film this side of the road this time, so that's alright. You get to see something else. And yeah, the best part, I get to Mount Dare and I start talking to the bloke there, Cal, who owns the pub. And he used to live 2 streets away from me in Melbourne, where I live in Melbourne. And he knew all of the pubs and the people that I knew, that I know. Small world. You come all the way out here and the bloke that lives just down the road from you. So yeah, pretty incredible. Anyway, and he gave me a free beer as well, so that's, that's positive. So yeah, alright, don't know if you'll ever see me again after this, because I'm way out there on my own. Alright. Always Google. Check the road conditions before you go anywhere. Whenever you get reception. Oh my god, this is going to take hours. Righto. Slow and simple, slow and easy. Don't break anything. Oh god.